What happens when people lose their jobs? Today, millions rely on unemployment insurance. But this safety net has roots stretching back thousands of years, from Rome to Islam's golden age to modern welfare states. This is the untold history of unemployment insurance. In ancient Rome, beginning in 122 BC, the government provided subsidized grain, one of the earliest forms of public aid. Grain was distributed to citizens, ensuring that even the poorest had access to food. This system helped stabilize society and prevent unrest during hard times. The process involved collecting and storing vast amounts of wheat, which was then handed out to those in need. These early welfare efforts laid the groundwork for future public assistance, showing the power of collective support in ancient societies. Roman leaders saw it as their duty to care for the vulnerable, blending charity with civic responsibility. In medieval Europe, trade guilds pooled funds to help members who lost work. These guilds offered support during illness, unemployment, or old age, creating a safety net for their members. Such early experiments in collective security paved the way for more formal systems of unemployment protection in the centuries to come. But one of the most important chapters came in the 7th century, during the rise of Islam. Hazrat Umar ibn al-Khattab, the second caliph of Islam, introduced sweeping social reforms that shaped the future of welfare. He established public treasuries, provided stipends for the unemployed and pensions for the elderly, ensuring support for all. Food security was a priority. Umar set up systems to distribute food to the poor and needy, especially during times of famine. His policies combined moral duty with state responsibility, creating a model of social justice admired for generations. These reforms laid the groundwork for welfare systems centuries before Europe's welfare states emerged. By the 1800s, the Industrial Revolution shifted workers into unstable factory jobs. Cities filled with smoke as industries grew rapidly. Urban centers expanded and pollution became a new reality for millions. The promise of steady work often gave way to harsh conditions and uncertainty. Inside the factories, workers faced long hours, low pay, and little job security. Losing employment meant immediate hardship for families. Friendly societies in Britain offered small benefits, but mass layoffs overwhelmed them. Many families struggled to survive as factories closed. Unemployment became a widespread crisis. Scenes of jobless men searching for work became common across industrial cities. Calls grew for governments to step in. The need for a safety net was clearer than ever. Unemployment rates soared, and the idea of insurance against job loss began to take hold. The groundwork was laid for future reforms. In 1911, Britain passed the National Insurance Act, the world's first modern unemployment insurance. The law was debated and approved in the halls of Parliament, marking a turning point in social policy. Funded by workers, employers, and the state, the system aimed to protect industrial laborers from sudden unemployment. Shipyard workers and factory employees were among the first to benefit, receiving support during hard times. It redefined joblessness as a shared social problem, not just an individual's burden. National insurance cards became symbols of this new safety net, offering hope to millions of British workers. Unemployment benefits provided a lifeline, helping families weather economic downturns and uncertainty. Applications for assistance grew, as the idea of collective security spread across Britain and beyond. The shock of the Great Depression made unemployment protection urgent worldwide. Families faced breadlines and millions lost their livelihoods almost overnight. In the United States, unemployment soared to record highs. The crisis exposed the need for a safety net as jobless rates climbed and desperation spread. In 1935, the United States launched unemployment insurance through Roosevelt's Social Security Act, offering hope to millions for the first time. Labor movements and public pressure played a key role in shaping these new policies, demanding protection for workers and their families. Across Europe and Latin America, similar systems took hold. Governments recognized that unemployment was a shared challenge, not just a personal misfortune. In Brazil and other countries, unemployment insurance programs emerged, adapting to local needs and economic realities. By the end of the 1930s, unemployment insurance had become a global movement, shaping economic policy and offering new hope in times of crisis. After World War II, unemployment insurance became a pillar of the welfare state, supporting millions facing joblessness in a rapidly changing world. The International Labor Organization declared unemployment protection a basic right, urging nations to adopt social safety nets for all workers. Yet systems varied widely. Nordic countries offered generous benefits, ensuring security for nearly everyone. In many parts of Europe, applying for unemployment benefits became a routine part of Social Security, reflecting a new era of state responsibility. In the United States, coverage was more limited, with strict eligibility and shorter benefit periods. Meanwhile, in many developing nations, unemployment insurance remained rare or incomplete, leaving millions without a safety net. By the late 20th century, Social Security and unemployment insurance had become global symbols of a society's promise to protect its people in times of need. Today, unemployment insurance exists in most countries, but its strength depends on where you live. In some places, job centers help connect people to new opportunities, while in others, support is limited or hard to access. Many still struggle to find work, facing long lines and uncertainty as they search for stability. From Hazrat Umar's reforms to modern systems, the history of unemployment protection reflects one question: how much do societies owe their workers in times of need? The answer continues to shape lives around the world. As economies change, the debate over unemployment insurance remains at the heart of social policy. The story of unemployment insurance is still being written, shaped by the needs and hopes of workers everywhere. If you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe for more.